This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. It's 10/6/23, show 532. First, before we get started, Nick, remember I said mark this date, 10/4/23, when you called the breakout in natural gas once it broke out over 305. Where is it now?
It's at 330 now, almost 331. So yeah, Natgas is on fire. And that's been, a 2-day, that was on Wednesday, I believe. And
Yes.
Since then, we're up, well over 10% now.
Hey, so if they didn't believe you about silver and they didn't believe you about interest rates, even if your memory is extremely short, you can remember 2 days ago, Nick called it. And hey, by the way, Nick, I wanted to let you know I have been to the digital re-education camp, and where I learned the right things to say and think and do. So as a result, a certain platform appears to have opened it up, and we're getting many more views than we used to get. So evidently the re-education has paid off, and I'm a new person, Nick.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're out of the so-called prison camp. That's great news.
Hey, man, if it'll work for the Uyghurs in China, and it can work for the Russians and all the people in the Iron Curtain, then it can certainly work for Americans, Nick.
Yes, it can. And that's what we have to look forward to in this world going forward, I suppose.
Hey, so in the meantime, we got a market rally, kind of as expected, huh?
Well, I've been expecting a bounce the last several days. We came into what we call a 60-day cycle. We also had a lot of market symmetry. Markets were fighting and holding, and we were oversold in a very severe manner. Today, we woke up and the job report was released, the non-farm payroll report, and it was way hotter than expected. So all in all, I wasn't sure what to expect. And we had a big gap lower open, and the markets reversed. And now they're reversing on pretty good volume. So this looks like it could have some legs. Now we have to close here, but considering we were, sharply negative this morning, and now we're looking at the spiders that are up almost 1%. You're looking at the Nasdaq Composite up over 1%. The Dow is up about 1%, and even the Russell 2000, which has been the weakest out of the major indexes, the small caps, that's up 1.25%. So we are having a very, very good reversal rally today. And a lot of stocks were oversold. I mean, it's long overdue, but the markets are rejoicing.
And so is gold.
Gold is having a very good session today. The GLD, which is what I try to follow with the members, but I do all my work on gold futures. The GLD is up $1.30 today. That's a very good move. That's about a gain of 0.8%. Gold futures are up around 1850 right now. So that's a very strong move for gold considering where it was. Now, just want to point out, gold futures did go down this week and get very close to the weekly chart 200 MA. And that was the level I had talked on the show saying, hey, we're going to probably go test that 1820, 1813 level. That should be very good support. And sure enough, that has been defended so far. So the dollar is getting hammered right now. The dollar's been so strong as of late. But today, the dollar's having a big reversal. As the dollar sells off lower, hey, this could be a real positive for gold and silver.
All right. And oil is also pulling back, right?
Yeah, today oil is kind of on the flattish side. It was negative earlier. Now it's up a little bit here, sitting still around 82.70. So oil has come back to the positive side, but it has had a big pullback from 95, Kerry. 95 to 82, that's quite a dramatic pullback. And I know I've been on the program saying even since 85, 86 that oil was overbought and it will pull back. And it went up in my face a little bit, but now, it's starting to play out. And I still think oil is going to be a little bit choppy here. There's definitely some support around this 82 level on crude futures.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that jobs report, the official government number is so much better than the ADP, you know?
Oh, it's almost comical. You have to laugh at this stuff. The Goldilocks number, believe it or not, was 150,000, and we winded up getting a print today of over 300,000. So good news is usually bad news for the stock market. But today, at some point here, the stock market shook it off, and really right around, I'll say 10:30 in the morning, the market started to make that turn. And I was watching it with the live trading room members, and I said, you know what? This is going to be a squeeze, guys. And we jumped on board. We had a really, really nice S&P 500 day trade, and it's just gone higher ever since. We've took our money off the table. I wish we would have held in there a little longer.
Yeah, well, but we know how that works. Hey, so that is it for today. All right, that's it for today. We will be back on Monday. Make sure you go over to Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. See how he's beaten the averages for decades. And the Twitter feeds are at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz. Emails welcome, KL@kerrylutz.com. Write your YouTube comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We seem to be getting more users. I don't know if that's a result of my re-education program or maybe just more of you are interested. But either way, we'll take it. Nick, we will talk to you on Monday.
Sounds good, Kerry.